Good morning, guys. Shocking you at the beginning of another vlog episode wearing some color, but I'm on my way to an event with guests right now, and it's at Lauderay, which is like right up the street. So I'm wearing my pink because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're gonna go and celebrate. So I'm gonna take you guys along. We have a really long day ahead of us.
For guest watches, and it's my pleasure to be here celebrating our 10-year anniversary as a supporter and a partner with the Get in Touch Foundation.
Hello, guys. Coming to you while I'm putting on my little rose ink lip treatment. Today's Saturday, and my brain is a little bit jumbled because we had our housewarming last night, and also just like going out on a Friday. I love going out on Fridays because that means I get the whole day. Oh my gosh, that's a huge seagull. I've never seen a seagull in New York. Anyway, I love going out Fridays because we end up being able to have the whole day Saturday and Sunday to do whatever else we want, and if we end up wanting to go out again, then obviously we can do that. But yesterday was crazy, and that is the reason why I didn't pick up the camera again after I introed the vlog for like 10 seconds. But I went to the Guess and Get in Touch event, and it was beautiful. It was like a pink Parisian, like everything up my alley. I wore the only pink that I have in my wardrobe, and it was just a lovely little sit-down brunch. We had some little ham and cheese sandwiches, they had rosé, and they just talked us through the collaboration together. And Get in Touch, if anyone doesn't know, is actually a foundation that educates people on how to give yourself a breast exam. So starting super young, they try to educate people so that if people do find any abnormalities, they're aware of it and they can catch it super early. So it was amazing, and I'm so really grateful to be a part of that. I also met Tess Christine, who she's probably the first person I ever watched vlogging on YouTube, and her husband was there, Patrick, and I saw him. Well, first of all, I like knew she was on the list because it was a whole big story, but I knew that she was invited, and I was like, oh my gosh, if she's there, I have to introduce myself. And so I saw her husband, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's here, but he's also a photographer, so I'm like, he could have just been like working the event. And then later I see her, and I was like, I'm gonna have to find a moment to like go and say hi. So we made flower bouquets, which I actually have mine here. I brought it into my room for this little sit down so I could show you guys, but we had these nice little flowers on display for the housewarming, and it was so perfect because I had these little ones from the Adenola event, and then everything else is from the Guess event, and they just came out so pretty. And I kind of tried to, again, arrange them and cut them in a certain way so that they looked, you know, like they made sense. So that's my little flower arrangement. But when we came inside from doing that, she was sitting at the table and her husband was like in the bathroom or something, and I was like, okay, clear pathway for me to scoot by some chairs, like I'm gonna go say hi to her. And she was honestly the most sweet and down to earth and just a really, really genuinely nice person, and that was just so nice to see. And you know, I've never had any negative experience with meeting someone that I admire and not having them act gracefully, but it's just always like very reassuring when they do. So that was great. And then I went and got my hair cut. So one of my friends yesterday was like, I thought you were getting your hair cut, and I was like, no, I did. But Stevie does a great job. He basically just cleaned off the ends, so my ends are like not dead at all, which is amazing. And then he, you know, freshened up my layers, gave me my shorter face frame that I love that's in there, and then he styled it with these undone waves, and it has been raining on and off this whole like past 24 hours, and the style has stayed in. So for anyone wondering, he used a GHD straightener and kind of did the whole like under over look. I don't have a straightener that works for that, so I can't give a tutorial on it, but I'm sure there's a billion TikToks out there that can show you. And then I came home, and my friend Megan called me, and she got engaged. So she's one of my best friends from college, and they're on a family trip right now, and her boyfriend proposed to her, and so she called just like, you know, and obviously like I was crying, and she was like, I literally can't believe this. And so it was a really nice thing to top off a really great morning. And then everything got crazy. So that's why I didn't pick up the camera, because basically you don't realize how much cleaning goes into having a housewarming. It's different from just having like 10 people over. Like, I was making sure that this place looked spick and span, and not necessarily like that, but more so just making sure that everything that I envisioned for the space to look like, that it like translated. And we were so happy with it. It was so nice to have everyone in here. We did get some noise complaints, but we had like 45 people probably. So it was a pretty big group. And then we went to Stone Street to go out. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened yesterday, but I think I pretty much covered it all. I did also get some pumpkins that I'll show you guys too, just because I wanted a little like fall decoration in here, and I actually ended up needing more things to style the dresser that's in the entryway, so that worked out super well. But those are all the updates that I have to share with you guys. I do actually need to unbox some things with you, because aside from the like new in clothing video that I want to do, I also have a ton of like other stuff that just came in. So we'll do that in a little bit. I also wanted to show you guys this. So just so much happiness happened yesterday. My older sister is getting married in March of next year, and she asked my sister and I to be co-maids of honor because she couldn't choose between us, and she wrote this amazing, lovely card. And she got these little Jo Malone perfumes, which she got my favorite scent ever, which you guys know is Peony and Blush Suede. And then she got our initials engraved on it, which I think is such an amazing gift. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's kind of like etched into the glass at the bottom there. And I'm just like, you know, we were crying. She's like the greatest person on the planet, and we're just like so excited. We're like, okay, now that you've asked us, can you let us do something? Because she's just been so independent throughout this whole thing. And you know, I've sent her like certain vendors that my friends have been using and stuff, and we're using like my friend Christina's makeup artist, and I think she found a florist on her own. But like, we've been doing small things here and there, but she hasn't really asked us to do much. So I'm like, I feel like we don't even deserve the maid of honor title. But I feel like nowadays everyone's like so specific with what they want, or maybe they already had it planned, because there's so much like information out there and it's very accessible, which is amazing, but then leaves a lot less for us to do. So that was also just super sweet and a great way to start off us hosting for the first time. So I think that's everything that happened yesterday. Just to also mention, you guys, I haven't had a coffee today, and I was gonna make one, but I really just don't think it's necessary at 4 p.m. now. By the way, it is 4 p.m. and I've only been chugging lemon water all day. So I need to go do my nails because they look disgusting, and I didn't have time to do that yesterday. But overall, just apologies for not picking up the vlog. I was just honestly running around like a crazy person, and we were like running errands and picking things up, and I wanted to show you guys the space before we had people over. But all I ended up showing you was the aftermath that I cleaned this morning, which I love transformation. It was like so messy, and then in 20 minutes it was so clean, and I was like, this is so satisfying. Like, let's have people over again just so that I can do this again. But I think I'm actually going to do just like a 5-minute makeup look for a TikTok, and then I'll show you guys what I got in my most recent shipment, because I think there's a couple things that came yesterday and then a couple from today, and I just want to do one big unboxing with you guys. Okay, so I was gonna try to make this work and get my nails done before showing you the new in stuff, but I don't think I'm going to have time because it's now 5:15 and all of the sunlight's gonna be gone. But I have a lamp on, so hopefully you could see me well enough. But we're gonna start with the smallest thing that's the easiest for me to show you. So I am renting a bag from Rebag, which is a little bit similar to renting from Vivrel, but this one is a really nice, well, my other one's also a really nice fall bag just because it's a classic and it's Chanel, but this one is a nice little tweed number. So my boyfriend was saying that he was super surprised that it wasn't a black bag, which I fully understand, but I wanted to go for something that still had black in it, but that was a little bit more interesting and had some nice texture for the fall and winter. So it has black obviously still, but then we have some of these kind of like burlap color and cream threads running throughout the tweed. So I thought that would be really nice with like all black outfits. I also have another one here that I'm gonna show you guys in this little unboxing that would look really nice with this bag too, and it's gray. So I feel like there's just a lot of possibilities with this, and I will have this for the next 2 weeks. I almost want to like re-rent it and keep it for a month, but we'll see what happens with that. But really good size. It's the same size as my double flap that I own. And then the next one, which I don't know why, but I just untied the box, or the bow on the box before showing you guys, but really pretty presentation from Mark Fisher. And we have a pair of fall boots in here, which I don't think I showed you my Sam Edelman ones that I purchased last week, and they are perfect, so I'm gonna grab those too. But I don't know which ones, actually I do, because I just checked the photo on the outside of the box, and you normally just send a few options so that depending on stock levels, they'll be able to send something. And I was hoping that they would send this black pair. So they're a leather pair of tall knee-high boots, and then they have this sort of like thicker heel, but then they have this covering over the top, and I think it's maybe Staud that does a boot like this, or I don't know who did the original, but they're just really cool, and I like that they have this extra layer on them just because it makes it look a little bit more street style and structured for wearing with like shorts and skirts. Wanna take a look at that? Boys are so funny. By the way, perk of living with your boyfriend is just if you want a cool oversized graphic tee that they actually get from concerts and not from H&M, you have, you know, endless possibilities there. Let me get my other boots while we're on the subject. Okay, so I just grabbed one of them because obviously they're both the same, but these are my Sam Edelman boots that I just got in last week, and I've already worn them 3 times, twice to work and then one other time, and I forget where I was going. Oh, I went to a Nasty Gal event and I wore these just to kind of dress up my outfit a little bit more because it was at night. But these are a little suede number. I really love the toe on these. They're not too pointy, but they're also not like a round toe or anything that I don't normally gravitate toward. And then the heel is actually like a pretty, I don't know, practical height, I would say. And it's a thicker, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like thin on the side, which I really like because I don't like a really huge block heel for something that is this short. But it makes it a lot easier to walk in now that you have like this wider part in the back. So these are nice and casual. I wanted to get these in the chocolate brown color too. And if anyone's worried about suede, you could just get a suede brush off of Amazon and just give them a brush every once in a while. Obviously, like me being in New York City, I'm like running up and down the stairs to the subway and everything. So I have the possibility of like scuffing them and everything, but with a suede brush, we should be fine. So obviously 2 different types of boots, and I think they're gonna serve very different purposes in my wardrobe. And then the last package that I have is from THD Shop, which I think I shared with you a while ago, maybe like a few months ago. I think was the last time that I did a gifting with them. But I really do love the products that they offer, and the woman that owns it is the sweetest person ever, and she just has a really, really great eye for minimal fashion. So I ended up grabbing this matching set, and you guys know that I used to never wear gray, but we've definitely leaned into it, and I just thought that this shade of gray was really cute, in addition to the fact that we have a matching blazer. So the pants have an elasticated waist, which makes this so much more comfortable and practical, and they just come down to like a really nice wide leg. And then they also have this seam detail on the front, which I thought was cute because it just makes them look a little bit more expensive. And then the blazer obviously is matching. I got this in a medium just to have a more oversized fit on top, which I tend to do with sets. But then this also has some tortoise brown buttons on them, and I like that it's a small little warm detail to add to a more cool toned set. And this is what I was talking about with the bag. I think that this would look so cool crossbody with this matching suit and maybe a pair of loafers or sneakers, just to kind of, you know, do all of the neutrals at once but still make it look like it coordinates a little bit. But love the shade of this, and I will link those for you guys. And the last one I have is a kind of a different take on a black blazer, because you guys know I already have plenty of black blazers, but this is a sort of like double-breasted style, and it has a square neckline, and this is more so a blazer material but is worn as a kind of like shirt jacket. Okay, my battery died, but we all know that I have 3 battery packs, so we can just continue on. But I was talking about the shape of this little blazer jacket, and I think it's gonna look really nice to go to dinner or to drinks and things like that that are a little bit more of a dressed up event. Just like anything at nighttime, but then I could also, I guess, wear this to work when it gets a little bit cooler out and I need to wear something that's a little bit more, you know, insulating so that we're not freezing our butts off. So that is the new in stuff, I believe. We also have, where is it? I moved this end table over here, but we have this candle that one of our friends got us for the housewarming, and it's a Le Labo candle. This one is Santal 26, and it smells amazing. But the stores here in New York, I don't know if this is everywhere, but they do free engraving. They honestly might even do it online. So she got our names and a heart put on it, which I thought was so cute, and it's gonna look really nice in the apartment too. So really happy with this, and it smells really, really good, as I mentioned before. So that's everything new now. We are probably just going to relax for the rest of the evening and figure out a dinner plan because we've only had McDonald's today. I had like a 10-piece chicken nugget and fries, and it was glorious, but at the same time I feel like I need something of substance, so maybe we'll find a salad or something somewhere. Not much going on for the rest of the evening, so I will probably talk to you guys tomorrow. Happy Sunday, guys. It is a very quiet and beautiful fall morning in the West Village, and there's nobody around. It is a little after 8, and I'm meeting Sammy and Avery at Cafe Kitsune. So, you know, considering the fact that I didn't have a coffee yesterday, and of course I'm going to mention it 9 times if I do that, I'm very excited for my cup of coffee today. So I actually might get a hot one. Wait, how cute is the Stony Clover display? I didn't even know that they decorated for Halloween. That is so cute. And they have little pink pumpkins over there. But anyway, I am about to turn on to Perry Street, so I'm actually going to be on time, which is fantastic because I feel like most of the time I'm like 5 minutes late, which is, you know, annoying for me and for the other person, even though they don't care. But we've got some fall outfits in the Williams-Sonoma bag. This is like the huge bag that I used to shoot, and thank God it hasn't gotten too full yet, but in the wintertime when we have to like bring different coats and boots and all that kind of stuff, it gets pretty filled up. But we have a full matching suit, but hopefully I'll have a second to show you guys my outfit because I think I'm actually early. Okay, we're at shooting location number 1. We've secured lattes. We have leaf blowing. No, I'm totally kidding. I actually appreciate that he's maintaining his property. But we have some leaves on the ground, so we just wanted to report that to everybody. We also have the girls giving their fall vibes in front of this cute little car. And we're already on our second outfit, and it's only been like 15 minutes. So we're making really good time, because I have to go home and get to church after this. Everyone say bye to Avery. She's on the uptown, I'm on the downtown. Okay, the air just turned on, so hopefully you guys can hear me well enough. But I just got home from shooting in West Village, and we're about to leave for church in about 5 minutes. But I wanted to show you my outfit because it's kind of a combination between what I was wearing for the first look and the last look that I just shot in West Village. So this set is a knit, it's like a rib knit, long sleeve and matching pants from a brand called Cyrus. And this is a really good outfit to wear when you're just lounging around, but you want to feel a little bit more put together and elevated. And it's honestly like a really, really good quality, like thick knit. And then over the top, I have this blazer from THD Shop, which I showed you guys yesterday. And I love this. Just walked into the TV stand. But it's a really nice oversized fit. I got this in a medium just for size reference, but I really love the color of it, and it's a really great piece to just throw over the top of a set like this to dress it up a little bit more. And then this bag is my rebag that I am renting, which I have easily fallen in love with. So hopefully I can rent it again. I don't know if you can rent 2 things in a row, but if you can, I kind of want to. And then for shoes, I'm just gonna wear black loafers. I haven't decided if I want to do my plain black ones or the ones that have the Chanel CCs on them. I might do those just because it goes with the bag, even though the hardware colors are different. But yeah, so that's gonna be the outfit, and then we're gonna head up to church in Nolita, and then we will probably stop at Fiat for breakfast, which I'm so excited about, even though we just went last week. It's a few hours later now, and we've done a great combination of lounging around, but then also getting some things done today. So I did film the new and fall haul, which I checked, and the footage is fine, and I didn't delete it. So that will be on the channel probably before this vlog. Finally getting a fashion-focused video out for you guys, which I'm excited about. And I will definitely try to film those more periodically instead of bombarding you with, like, I don't know, 15 new things that I have here on the rail. It was probably around there or more. But yeah, the sun is about to set in about 20 minutes or maybe a little bit more. It's almost 6 o'clock, and we're gonna go on a nice long walk just because I feel like we got out this morning, went to church and did brunch, but then we've kind of just been sitting here for the past few hours. So we're gonna go for a walk, we're gonna come back and eat dinner and do some laundry, and then hopefully I'll make it down to the gym because, as you guys know, I like to start the week off working out on a Sunday just because it kind of ticks off. If I want to do 3 days for the week or 4 days for the week, I just get one of the days out of the way when I haven't really done much else. So we're gonna get dressed. I'm gonna still wear this knit set that I'm wearing and then just throw a light jacket over the top because it's, I think, like 60-ish degrees out, but it's like the perfect time of day to go. It's really pretty outside right now. I don't know if that's gonna focus, but the light is just coming through, and it's gonna be a really nice weather for us to walk. We have the perfect latte, and I think it's like 11 o'clock, but better late than never. And we made a coffee at home, which is a huge goal as well. Okay guys, my last update in this vlog. We're doing it now. I just ended up filming some cutaways for a styling video. So I actually did the cutaways first because that is the most like undesirable part of the video, I would say. I love putting the outfits together, but like putting each one on and like sweating and like throwing clothes and shoes everywhere is just a little bit chaotic. So I did that first, and then hopefully when I'm done with work for today, we'll still have some light in the apartment because it doesn't seem to set until around 6 p.m. So I will either be able to film the whole like talk through part today, or if I don't, then I could just do it on Friday. But I already have a vlog, which is like this one, that's gonna be ready for Friday anyway. So we have some time, and all of the outfits that I've made are with new in pieces from my new in fall wardrobe video, or most of it is. Other things are just like small staples like white t-shirts or like Converse or like sneakers I've had for a while. So I'm excited to get that out, but I just did the cutaways for that. Sorry, I thought there was a bug on the window, so I think it's just chip paint. But I did want to show you guys my fall pumpkins because I got them for the housewarming and I just styled them all together, and I just like, they made me so happy. You guys know I'm not a color person. I'm literally sitting in like a sea of neutrals right now, and I'm wearing neutrals, but I do love orange for the fall and like Halloween period of time. Like reds and oranges I think are like really nice because these are like the classic colors. Same thing with Christmas. I love the green and red combination just because it's the most like, I don't know, traditional. I do have a very like traditional home style in general. So anyway, this is a pumpkin. Like telling you guys a whole novel about why I chose an orange pumpkin when like this is just a natural pumpkin. It's not that big of a deal. And then to style with those, I got these white ones because I wanted to get ones that had green in them, but they didn't have any. And I was very desperate. I got them like an hour, I think, before people were coming, and I just picked them up from Whole Foods. So I had this one there and then this one on the side, and then one more white pumpkin, and it looked really cute. I was gonna film it on the actual like dresser in the entryway, but it was pretty dark in there when I went to go and show you guys. But yeah, so those were my little like fall accents that I added to the apartment just so that it felt a little bit more seasonal for when we had people over. And then I just had a candle burning that was also a pumpkin scent. So that was pretty much it, in addition to my little like wooden pumpkin that you guys have seen before. But that is it for this vlog. It is a Monday, as I don't think I actually mentioned that to you guys because I don't think I've like sat down and spoken to you, but I just have the rest of the work from home day to finish out, and then we are gonna go up to Uniqlo, I think, because I need another white and black t-shirt because those are like my favorite t-shirts of all time, and I'm always finding them in the hamper, and I don't want to have to like keep re-wearing them just because I need them when they're not clean, because that's gross. So we're gonna go up there and get a couple of things, and then I think we might go to Trader Joe's and just do like a little food shop because we are running out of basically everything. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this little weekend in my life. Technically it was a little bit longer than that because I had the day off on Friday and then I was just doing little things here and there today. But I hope you guys loved it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did, and also don't forget to subscribe. I am loving doing YouTube, and I feel like it's my favorite platform ever, and I hope that it shows to you guys, and I hope that you are enjoying the videos, and if you are, then I would love to have you in my audience permanently, so make sure you don't forget to do that. But I appreciate every single one of you for watching any of my videos or all of my videos, whatever the case may be, and I will see you all soon.